So, Therese, in the audio course that guides the Women Awake online experience, week three's topic is revisiting your first menstruation story. And I'm curious if you can just explain or give some insight into why that is so significant.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, in large part also because this is how I was guided when I first woke up to all of this. And but I now call that story in most women's lives the first confirmed ew,
Mm,
like something's to hide about me or be embarrassed, or so it's the first of many subsequent ews, whether it's my nose or my thighs or my brains, um or I'm not good at this, or I have to be good at that, just it. And there are many, but that's a big one. The other thing is that crossing, and it's a passage. Adult these phases of the human life cycle are passages that um, offer certain developments. Like, there's certain things you can cultivate in your 50s you can't cultivate in your teens, but we kind of stop looking at that after, say, age 7 or 9. And so this phase is probably one of the most important in the human life, which is why this course is hugely significant for menopausal women to return to start to really take that story back, start to look at what happened. We sort of use it like the myths, where you can look at the myths, talk about human nature, and you start to see some themes. And so often women don't remember, and it's significant that they don't. And in this community, it's amazing that even talking about it, stuff gets pulled back up for women, and so they're invited to reconnect with that story almost like as a thread,
yeah.
and then to create an artistic expression. And it's just amazing. As what I feel like I'm sitting on a gold mine of, I guess, art pieces that are so impactful, from poems to drawings to mobiles to songs to, you know, things written with pencil, not fancy or anything. Uh, Clay, like we said, one woman knitted a hat and just had this whole amazing, story around it. So it's something that reclaiming process is about. First the naming, the remembering, and that then reclaiming it is refashioning that story, making it your own. It happened. Energy often was lost in that story, and it wants to come back, and it's sort of a way that we've wisdom.
Mhm.
So the remembering, something was severed, something's lost, something's in the unconscious driving my choices. We look at this one story of your whole biography that's a loaded one. It affects choices all the way down line.
Mhm.
Reclaiming, we have to bring it back into the body. It has to be drawn, named, moved, yeah, sounded, something. So we use that, and then re-empowerment is just a natural consequence of that. And then the other sort of guide is the reclaiming the body as the vessel, as um, um, the means by which you're experiencing life. It's the most sacred thing. How do we take care of it? All of it, not just parts of it. And your biology is this access to the law of energy, the most powerful thing in all of the. We're connected to the earth in that way. So using our biology, not just our philosophies and things like that. And then our biography is your life path. It's the way you filter everything. It's the most important thing.
Mhm. Mhm. So if you're interested in doing this reclaiming work and this re-empowering work in a container and a community of women of all ages, from 30s to 70s, this next round starts September 30th through November 11th with a potential cacao ceremony the week after,
Yeah.
which is always just really special to kind of close out a group like that you've just spent 7 weeks with.
Mhm.
And the registration link is right below. Therese is always open for questions and just wonderings as you're looking at this. But please consider joining, if it at all piques your interest. It really changed my life years and years ago, and just so thankful to you, Therese, for continuing to do this work.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for helping me.